wear a mask. Now, the exceptions are if you're at home, if you're in your own home, if you're eating and drinking, or if you have a backroom office job, for example, and you're not coming into contact with members of the public. Now, there's also new rules around the type of mask you can wear for some people. So if you are someone who is mandated to have a vaccine, then you will now also need to wear a surgical grade mask. So those are the blue masks you see lots of people wearing, or if it's a cloth mask, it needs to have triple layers to it.
The Prime Minister also made an announcement about our testing capacity. Tell us more.
So at the moment, we're very dependent on the nasal testing. So that's the test that a lot of us have had. Now, the capacity at the moment is 60,000 tests per day. We're now going to be increasing that to do 80,000 tests per day, preparing for Omicron, and that can last up to 7 days if we need it in those testing centres. Now, when we're talking about
boring just sitting there watching to see if anything goes wrong.
There has been quite a lot of criticism that we haven't.
She's a famous reporter.
And fast enough. Now, we do have some in New Zealand, but Dr. Ashley Bloomfield said this afternoon
For politics and
more in, but that everyone in the world
go
at the moment. We are getting 40 million rapid antigen tests over the next 5 weeks, though, so hopefully in time to try and deal with that. Another development today in regard to the rapid antigen tests, the Prime Minister announcing today that if you are a critical worker, you will be prioritised for those rapid antigen tests, so that if you get a negative result, you can go back to work faster. And the reason that she's announcing that today is to try and stop some of those staffing shortages in some of those critical areas. So another new development on that today.
Now I'm here, Jess. So we know Omicron is much more contagious, but how do you know if you have it? Well, patients diagnosed overseas have reported that for those who are vaccinated, it feels much like a heavy cold. The 5 most common symptoms are a runny nose, headaches, fatigue, sneezing, and a sore throat. But remember that loss of smell and taste that was reported frequently in previous strains? Well, that's much less common in Omicron, and the same with fever. The advice from the Ministry of Health is get vaccinated. If you're due, get boosted.